How's the weather today?
Very nice.
Was it a great day at work?
Yes. Wait.
Many
English
sales.
or Maltese? Or can we
In
switch
English,
it
in
around?
English.
English,
English.
please, yes.
Okay.
Podcast is fully in English
Okay.
for our English viewers, expats, Maltese, all over the
Definitely.
world.
Actually, now with Spotify, we can use AI to change the languages.
Interesting.
The
Yes.
voice.
I
Can do,
don't like that.
Afrikaans and everything.
Yes,
don't like
gonna
that at
make me
all.
sound like a robot.
The only thing about that is it would look very
Dubbed AI, I would say.
No, they do the mouth thing as well.
well?
It looks
no,
like
they
that,
do the
and then I'm
mouth thing.
saying something else. I don't like it.
No, they do the mouth, the mouth lip syncing.
But is it good? Because I was seeing the adverts of Elon Musk coming on.
Hey, have you
yes, of
seen
the-
those?
Elon Musk.
Yes, Elon Musk of the
CEO.
chip
And-
implant.
and-
Yes, I was like,
My investors, Jeff Bezos,
Yeah.
he's also an investor on this multi-million-dollar crypto exchange.
but that's completely legal. Why?
Yes,
why
it's
did
super
they
illegal.
even-
super legal.
Why is YouTube pushing it?
Oh, YouTube doesn't. They
Money.
don't check the ads, so they don't
money?
check the ads.
Is it, they check the videos, but they don't check the ads. Somehow, somewhere or another.
I mean,
But people will fall for it. When I saw it the first time,
No, I fell for
first
it.
5 seconds before he said his name, I was like, "Holy shit! It sounds like
Elon.
actual-
Elon doesn't make
When he
sense.
said Elon Musk, I'm like, oh, okay, check me.
I was like, maybe that's like, maybe it's the way you actually say his name. We've all just been saying it wrong. So I gave him
I
a
thought
thumbs
about
up.
this. I'm like, should I stop doing podcasts because people now have my voice data and they can call my mom and be like, "We have your son here hostage," and then it's me talking. "Mom, please wire this guy $5,000 US to
But you
his
have to-
account."
You have to muffle it. So, mo.
Oh, actually, we're laughing about it. I already heard stories of this happening to people here in Malta.
In Malta.
Mana.
Have you seen the Drake song? Of
No.
Of the beans.
no. Code on My Sleeve, it's called.
No, sorry.
It's AI generated completely from
Vera?
scratch. Yes.
Let's play it with Bluetooth.
Vera?
Let me look it
Oh
up.
my
eh.
days.
We have good equipment.
Yes.
This
This,
is like
this isn't
What's
thrifting.
this? What's this dissing? All this dissing.
So,
before-
guys, today we're joined by Chris of Thrift MT.
It's like that.
You can look at any camera,
any camera.
any camera you want. Mav, can you run through all the cameras like?
Oh.
See that, Chris? Investment.
And today we're joined to have a nice conversation about a bit about everything. We're gonna
Yes.
focus a bit on fast fashion, thrifting,
Yeah.
and
About
why I don't
Chris.
buy secondhand clothes because
You
they're
don't buy
used.
secondhand clothes.
I'm not a fan.
Listen, my life is secondhand clothes. I have 2 older brothers.
I
so
have
I
the
was
pass
always-
downs of my
I
cousins.
was
Yes.
pass downs.
And what's the problem with that?
I those are people I know.
But wait. Let me ask you this question. Is this a character that you don't like secondhand clothes, or is?
Or I haven't found the clothes to be secondhand for me.
Okay.
Maybe I haven't
interesting.
found my style.
You haven't. Oh, maybe. But wait, so you do wear hand-me-downs, but you don't wear.
Yes, of
But they're
course.
still secondhand, no?
They are secondhand, but I know the previous owner.
What difference does it make?
Peace of mind. Peace of mind.
He's like judging. He's judging people, and he's like, I don't like that person, so I won't wear his
I
clothes.
assume you still wash them, no?
Of course I was.
So it's the same exact thing. You get something and you wash it. Or if you buy from my shop, shameless plug, they're already washed.
Okay.
Wait, firstly, we're going to send you an invoice for that. Secondly, you go to a restaurant and you eat from fucking other people's plates. And forks.
Exactly.
That's-
Just hire me at your
look,
thrift
look,
shop. I
Right,
can convince people.
right. Thank you, Nick.
I've been closely monitoring cutlery when I go to, and even cups.
That's true.
Yeah,
Sometimes
That
I want to
bugs
take my
me.
own
I
cutlery
always
to
wipe.
shop.
I always wipe my cutlery before I eat.
Yeah, but that stuff goes in your mouth.
But I'm wiping it.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, you know how
fair
many
enough,
things
right?
go in his mouth?
Yeah,
Probably just
clothes. You don't eat clothes, as far as I know.
But
And it's still, even if you wash them, and it's fine.
okay, we wash them. Let's say we wash them. Okay.
Yes, and
You ever meet a person and they have a particular smell? It reminds you of something, or like.
maybe because they don't know how to wash their clothes.
No.
Eh?
But even meeting you, have a particular smell. I have my
Yes.
particular smell.
Yes.
I smell like vanilla and angels.
Yes.
You know?
What's it called? The person's
Scent, is it scent?
scent, but there's
Aroma.
aroma. I think maybe is some particular.
That
way.
usually sticks to clothes. So even
No,
particular clothes will
No,
have.
sir. If you wash them properly, I highly doubt. No, I never had any of those cases happening to me. I started.
How long have you been thrifting?
I started actually going to these shops myself um, um, back in like it was I think last November. And the reason is I was living in Denmark. I spent 3 months there, and thrifting there is like massive, you know. So you go to these massive warehouses, and essentially there are a lot of racks, and these racks are all rented out by people like you and me.
Okay.
You go there, you pay them like some fee, like I believe it was like 20 euro a week plus 15% commission, for you to go to hang your clothes and sell them essentially. And I used to go every like Sunday while I was in Denmark. Every Sunday it was a routine. You know, you go, there's a nice coffee shop, you drink some coffee.
That's cool.
You know, you talk with the people, with the locals and everything. Some nice croissants, you know, something like that. And you go, you shop around. It's like you're shopping literally with a cart, like at the supermarket. You try them on, and nothing. And then basically now I'm going on how Thrift Malta came about essentially. Then I came back to Malta. I was like, I wonder why I never did it in Malta. I was like, okay, let me try, because we always tend to say like, oh, abroad, like everything is better, you know, but then Malta sucks in a way. I was like, okay, let me, instead of just resorting to that, let me try it before I actually say it. And I tried it, and it really was like from what I saw, it was bad. And there was this particular day where two of my friends, Ryan and Julia, they took me. They're like, "Oh, we'll show you around," because they were already thrifting in Malta. And I went with them, and I remember like going to one shop on Google Maps. It says it's open, but it's closed. You know, like the stink in these shops, it was unbearable.
You smelt it yourself.
Yes, in these shops. I was like, listen, there's something wrong. Okay, so I arrive home. Actually, on the way home, I was like with them in the car. I was like, listen, I'm gonna start this thing, you know, like I'm gonna do it. Because it sucks in Malta. And I went ahead, I bought the domain, I did everything. And within a week, I had the website ready to be like, I could have started selling. And yeah, that's essentially.
And in this store in Denmark or this warehouse.
Yes. Multiple stores, yeah.
So is it split by people's clothes in sections, or is it, for example, all jeans, all shirts? all...
No. It's literally female on one side, male on the other side, and that's
It
it.
would be a nightmare for you, Tom, walking in there, smelling all that aroma of different
But
people.
not in Denmark. In Denmark, it wasn't like that. Actually, it was in Malta. The smells. It was.
Wait, there was actually smells. What? I
in
was
Malta.
joking. Ah.
You can go to these shops today and smell it. Wait.
How does your store smell?
No, very nice. And when someone buys, you know, pizza from Talpastizzi, something like that, comes in the shop as well, I'm like, "God." But then they bring in the smell, you know. Then I have a special spray, and I go.
Are you
You-
gatekeeping that smell?
No,
flavor.
no. It's like, oh. What do you mean by gatekeeping me?
Well, what was the smell? Tell us.
Of the pizza, Of the pizza.
No, that's
No,
the
no,
scent.
you're saying.
Like of these shops.
Mm.
No, what you use to make it smell nice.
No, it's just Lenore spray.
Ah.
Alright,
you know,
alright.
for the clothes.
Lenore are gonna be sponsoring the
Oh
other
my-
thrift shops and
Just bleep it.
cool. I mean, that's quite a good incentive having like because in Malta when it happens it's in car booths. It's not in like a part. It's like in a
Yeah,
car park. No,
But there are charity shops. There are some charity shops which are doing a good job. There are some other charity shops which unfortunately, I would say unfortunately, there isn't the financial support because most of them are volunteers. And I thank them for the work they're doing. But at the same time, the store smells bad, you know, like because there's no incentive to actually make it look better. Because these are charity shops, they're not actually like vintage stores or thrift shops.
so you would fall under thrift shop or what would it be?
Yes. However, this term is like could be used in multiple ways, because if you look at what thrifting means buying secondhand, you know. But I like to differentiate between thrift shops and charity shops. They're two different things. And then you could go into like vintage stores, which are like secondhand clothes, which are vintage.
Okay, so yours is
Thrift
wait,
shop.
it's thrift shop, but you also have a vintage.
Yes.
Ah, so that's
But
the
it's not
side.
just vintage, you know. It's not just because vintage is a certain age, the garment has to be for it to be vintage and all this talk. I don't care. If the item looks cool, the item is still in a good condition, let's just resell it. I don't care if it's from a particular area or something.
So you're not picky like Thomas. You don't have to ask the owner who were the previous owners and
No.
see.
No.
No. I'm still not convinced, but eventually, hopefully in the
Okay.
next hour.
So
will be-
that is the sort of when I started it, when I started thrift, I was like, listen, in Malta I have to have something to make people actually
The wow factor, the oomph. What's that?
yes. And I wanted people to start like saying, look, it's okay to wear someone else's clothes. So what I did, I gave faces to the clothes, in the sense I got some local influencers. And I told them, give me your clothes, and I sell them for you, and I'll give you like, I believe, I don't know, we're giving them some commission for them. We're keeping very like small commission for our work, and it was hard work. And it was like shop from, I don't know, Raffel's wardrobe, So like that, you say, okay, Raffel wore this. So it's like I know the guy who wore it. And then you actually buy it, you actually wear it, and you say, oh look, it looks cool actually. And it doesn't stink, doesn't
There's
smell
actually a big
Raffel.
market for that. I was actually about to ask you.
Yeah,
You know these people who sell like bath water and all that.
Yes,
You
yes,
sell
yes.
bath water, Chris?
Dirty panties? No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
One
I
thing
think-
that
I think
pisses
he
me
has
off
a-
as well.
He has a small cellar underneath his shop where there's
Nah,
all of these like bath water
nah,
and like
nah.
dirty socks.
And
Drops-
the
drops
shop
of
is the
blood.
tattoo studio. No, so
Okay.
no.
And they sell their soul and they drop blood and
Yes.
All of the good stuff.
One thing I also don't like about thrifted clothes,
Is
they look, I'd buy thrifted clothes more, as in if I had to go more, more.
yeah.
If they were ironed,
We do.
they look.
Yes, but that's because
Crumpled.
wait.
Tell
But this is the oh my god, you got me going. No, this was the problem I saw.
Okay.
This was the thing that was like, listen, you go there, it's things. The clothes are dirty because these people just receive like, I'm talking about charity shops now. They
Garbage
just
bag
receive
clothes.
garbage
Yeah,
bags of
that's true.
clothes, donations, and they just sell them as they are. Just take them out, hang them, and sell.
I mean,
hang
of
them
course,
and
they're a
sell.
charity shop. They're not. You're not a charity shop, so of
Exactly.
course, it's in your
So
best
what we
interest
do
that you.
is, after we source them and bring them all the way over to Malta, when I say source, we actually pay for those. They're not donated. We wash them. We steam them instead of ironing. Or sometimes we iron them,
Fancy.
and we also spray them with some
Lenore spray.
Lenore spray.
Vanilla
Sometimes. So yeah, sometimes it's Lenore, sometimes something else. I don't know. I just know the brand, and then we actually hang them out to sell them. And then of course there's like the processing, so the sizes, uploading them on the website, which means taking their photos. There's an entire like operation going on from.
So you had to wash Rafe's socks and his clothes, right? And his shit.
Yes. Not
And,
socks, but but actually it was funny, if I may. I remember I sold one of his vests, and then he posted like a story of him wearing this vest, and doing like some gymnastic stuff at I Love MTV.
Okay.
I was like, yo, is that the same vest? He's like, yes. I was like, oh my god, so someone can look back and say, look, this same exact vest was worn on that day.
Thomas will be disgusted by that.
So the clothes have to have a story.
You could look at it like that. Yes. Sometimes I don't care about the story. They just look cool.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever thrifted? Is the word like when you get
Like
something?
when I sourced thrift.
When you
like,
saw it, it's like what's the weirdest item you've ever seen?
the weirdest item I've ever seen.
I mean by weird, unexpected or strange or has a.
we
story.
do get some really rare like clothes. Like I don't know, some jerseys of LeBron, and that sort of
Okay.
stuff. But weird. I feel like, for example, right now, like last week, I believe, or some days ago, we found a fire suit, like the one they wear in Formula One,
Okay.
like the one the mechanics wear.
Uh-huh.
It isn't a Formula One, but it is the same sort of, it's the same thing. It's just not branded with Formula One. That counts as weird. I don't know.
So
I have to come back to
Did
you
you
on
ever
that.
find anything in pockets?
Yes, you do.
Tell me, what did you
Yes,
find in
yes, yes, yes.
pockets? Money,
Santi.
money, and you go Santi. Ah,
Santi.
that's so weird.
Yes,
But of
you
like
find a lot of maktur, like
handkerchiefs.
handkerchiefs. Yes,
Oh, that's disgusting.
yes.
That is
Sometimes
disgusting,
it's
actually.
disgusting.
All right, he has a point here. He has
No,
a point here.
but wait. Okay, still, it's disgusting. You wash it, and what you think your cousin never puked on his t-shirts or whatever that gave you?
I mean, I go to
Nah.
sleep not thinking about that.
Yeah,
so,
but I mean, let's just deal with it, you know?
but it's all, he's also my blood, so
Yeah. Okay.
it would make a bit of difference, no?
Yes and no, but still, I don't know. To me, if you wash it, it's fine. You know, you can wash it 10 times if it makes you feel good.
But then it loses color.
Disinfect it.
Yes.
You have to wash it low heat.
disinfect it,
No heat.
and you disinfect it, then you wash it, you disinfect it again, you wash it again. Maybe you feel comfortable wearing it. But I think from what I hear, you've never been to like a proper thrift shop.
No.
You have this connotation when you hear thrift shop. You have this connotation of charity shops.
That's
I
probably
think
true.
this is what's showing you off. Whereas you had come to my shop before I came.
I
here,
did
yeah.
come actually.
But it was
one
in
of your
the
pop-up shops.
Yes, it was in the pop-up shop. And did you like it?
I did like it, but I don't think there was a full range of things.
No, it was a small container, you know. So
And when you order clothes,
yeah.
do you pick the clothes you want to?
Yes.
So
yes.
you know what's coming.
Yes.
It's not like ordering 10 kilos of clothes and
No. You could do that if you want. I
Is
wouldn't
that cheaper?
suggest it. And not really. I wouldn't suggest doing it though, because you lose a lot of money when you do it.
it's a gamble.
Yes. It's like literally gambling, you know. It's like mystery boxes, literally. You know, but these mystery boxes on like on the websites. No, what you do is you either, so for example, some you have to first have a deal, then you video call each other, you know. So first is the supplier part, so we have to find suppliers. Then what we typically do is we video call each other, and they literally have a stand and they take you around the warehouse area. I tell them I need, I don't know, Levi's. What do you have?
Cool.
And they show you 1, 2, 3. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of, in a way, skill, because you need to sort of predict what will sell and what won't
Of course,
sell,
of course.
because you're actually buying these. And then
What's more popular in Malta? Like, for example, I don't think you sell many coats, for example, in Malta because of the weather. How do you pick what you choose?
I think I really go on trend. I really go on what's popping at the moment, I would say. And the reason I do it, because I feel like I'm still struggling against people like you, in the sense. Struggling against, I'm going against the norm.
Okay.
You know, the norm in Malta is go buy new. We have whatever, sorry. We have these big brands, you know, just go buy it new, you know, like whatever. And I feel like I'm going against them. So what I have to work on is making my shop, my environment, as good as theirs, you know. So when
Okay.
you come to my shop, it's not like you've been to, I don't know, some shop Talhabbagot, I don't know how to say it. We actually have barcodes. So we barcode every item. So when you're about to check out, like when you pick an item, of course there's a price tag with a barcode on it. You try it on, you like it, you come to the shop, I scan that code for you, and then you pay. So you know, it's like I'm trying to elevate the thrift scene in Malta.
Okay, so you want it as an actual store, not just
Yes. And the reason is because we do not have the thrifting norm. The norm is not thrifting in Malta.
okay.
And I feel like we, when I say we, me and the other thrift shops in Malta, we're trying to push this against the norm, you know, like there's a wall that the majority of people are pushing, and we're slowly, maturely, I think, pushing against that.
Wouldn't it be cheaper to buy new clothes? Because in your case, I think you mostly bring brands, no? Like branded clothes.
We do sometimes get vintage unbranded ones as well. Yes.
And so those move as much as the
Yes,
branded
actually,
ones?
because they have a unique factor to them, you know, like this, whatever. For example, they would have this unique factor to them, you know, and stuff. I don't know. so actually, to come back to the weird thing, we found an actual jacket. Avirex is called. This is like a flight thing in the USA, and
Flight thing. What do you mean?
like an
Airline?
aerospace company.
Okay.
Okay, but they do jets.
Okay.
And this is an actual jacket they give to their pilots. So it had written like on it, like, you know, this is the actual jacket. It must be worn always when you go on the in the plane and everything. It had the specification
That's
number. No, it's cool. It's part of history. You know,
And
almost.
did
It's a
you
story.
source it to sell it, or you found it somewhere else?
No, I sourced it to sell it.
And
and
you
someone-
managed to sell this?
Sorry.
You sold it or not yet?
No, it's gone now.
So it's cool.
Yes.
So now Malta, are you attracting mostly younger individuals or the
Mhm.
older
What's the
individuals?
thrift
are-
audience like?
I would
Right
say it's a
now.
mix. I really so let's break down the people that come to my shop. I would say the majority, of course, it's our generation. You know, a bit younger, sometimes much younger than me. Then I get very young people. I would say like, I don't know, 12, 13. They probably saw us on Instagram popping up, and then they come with their mother, you know. And then this is what I notice, and I see this a lot. The mother is like looking down, like, no, I won't touch I won't touch these, you know, these are secondhand, you know. And the kid wants to, like, you know, mom, let me the stuff you do in a thrift store, you know, you look around, you leave, you mess it up, you know. But the mom is sort of like side-eyeing him, like judging him, you know, like, no, don't touch it, you know, like stuff like that. So you just walk in and out, you know, because when you go to a thrift shop, you don't just look without touching. You have to touch, because you have to like sift through the clothes. When you go to these shops, the retail shops, there's one item in the front, and then there are like multiple copies of it at the back.
Why
Instead with-
copies? Is it the same color or
No,
different
it's
colors?
like when you go to buy from wherever,
From a
from
big
these
shop, you're
shops,
saying
from big shops.
If you go to buy this hoodie
Uh-huh.
from a rack, there's like 100 hoodies, the same exact
Behind
print
it.
behind it. So you don't need to touch it, or I think that's what
But
you're
in
going to know.
thrifting, it's only one.
Yeah,
exactly. That's
exactly.
what I'm
That's his
saying. You know,
point.
when,
Okay,
so when
alright.
people come to thrift, they have to understand. Listen, you don't just go like this, you know, and maybe seeing something. No, you have to like go through them.
You have to go through it. You have to check the pockets.
Exactly.
do-
Check the pockets. Maybe sometimes you find money. You know, you never know.
But they check the pockets already.
Yes, because we
Because they
wash them.
have to clean them.
No, not have to. It's a must. It's
It's
a
a
must.
Let me give you a good Instagram, TikTok reel idea. Randomly put money in some
Yes.
clothes and tell people, record it and tell people, but you have to sew it back. You have to close it back.
Yes.
And tell
yeah.
people that
Yeah.
next, I don't know, €100 and €100 note.
And next thing I know, you know, like I go around and I start seeing like patches, you know, like people trying to rip them apart. Because sometimes these things happen. And yeah, to get back to the question, you get like these sort of dynamics happening, you know, the older parent, but then you get locals like Maltese, and they would have lived abroad, so they're very familiar with the concept of thrifting. They're old, they're like 50, 60s, whatever. And they come to the shop and they want to check it out, and they'd be like, yo, like, we needed this in Malta, you know, like, well done.
So I tend to think, like, because what you're mentioning, people live abroad are people who are generally, like you, a bit more open-minded, as opposed to locally people being a bit more closed up and not understanding certain concepts like this. And I think that is just that is a problem. Like, so you have people which are open-minded like you, which understand this whole concept of thrifting and whatever, but then you have people who are a bit reluctant because, like you mentioned, that mother who maybe comes from maybe her parents lived through, I don't know, 60s,
Exactly.
70s, who are a bit more conservative and all of that. I think that is a problem in everything here, but it's good that I think people like you are bringing these new concepts to Malta for it to try and see where it can go, basically.
Yes, I think the trick of it all is with anything. So we're talking about Elon Musk, no? Look at how he made the electric car cool. You know, he made it cool.
Mm-hmm.
Before they weren't cool. They were like what I can.
Ugly, and people didn't want to even buy them.
Right. So, but when he goes to market the Tesla, he
Tesla,
doesn't go
Cybertruck.
on by saying like, oh, this is going to do so well for the environment, and everything, this greenwashing talk. No, he goes out and like, it's cool, like you want it because it's cool. And that is the same trick, sort of. It's not a trick, it's the truth, these things are cool. And you want people to sort of say, oh, it's cool, I want that. And without knowing, they're contributing towards a better environment. It's
Cool.
like, I like to look at it. Let's like slow down the talk about sustainability and everything, and go on about like how recycling is cool, like stuff like that. Upcycling your clothes is cool. That sort of stuff.
Right now, you think you have a monopoly in Malta?
Oh my days, no.
No?
I don't think so, no.
So, just thrifting is popular. It's getting more popular.
Yes.
Where do people go if it's not charity shops? It's you.
No, there are some other thrift shops in Malta, actually.
Okay.
There's one in Nashar, there's one in Slima. There's one in Gozo, which is very good. And the funny thing is, there's one in Gzira, actually. The funny thing is, I believe the majority of these thrift shops are owned by expats. They're not owned by Maltese.
Okay.
So it's like them bringing that culture to Malta, which I love. It's nice. We need that.
And do you work together, or is it still competitive, the scene?
I don't like competition. Like I'm friends with everyone. I speak to everyone.
Okay.
Of course, some people, let's say, do not like it because I came out of nowhere, sort of. Some people have been doing it for years now in Malta, and then I came from nowhere. Like, oh, look at this guy. But yeah, I think that is. But I keep it friendly. And whenever I can help, I help. And whenever. And I not expect, but then we help each other out. We try to help each other out.
Okay. You mentioned you lived. Where did you live for 3 months? Denmark.
I lived for 3 years in Italy, 3 months in Denmark. Yes.
Did you enjoy traveling?
Not essentially traveling. I feel like I really enjoy more the feeling of like, okay, we're gonna drop you somewhere. You don't know nothing, and now.
Like
You have
starting
to
from zero.
figure out what you don't have any friends, you don't know where to go, you have to figure it out. And I feel that is crucial to grow, mentally, spiritually, whatever, because you're thrown out there, you're out of your comfort zone, and the only thing to do is for you to get out of the comfort zone. So
growth happens in struggle, and of course when you're alone.
Exactly. So when I went to Italy, it was during COVID. And you can imagine Italy was
the worst
hit in Europe. So I had like months on end in a room smaller than this, much smaller room than this, the bathroom and everything inside it, and I had to stay there and can never go out.
God.
Like it was that for months.
Were you studying in Italy or were you working there?
I was doing my PhD in Italy. Yes.
Okay, you were doing a PhD in Italy.
Yes.
So you mentioned this. Are you still doing it? Did you finish it?
I'm finishing up my thesis. I'm in my final year essentially.
And it's not on anything related to thrifting. What's it on?
No, it's on computer science.
Computer science, completely different.
Yes.
Professor Thrift. I like that.
Doctor phrase.
Doctor.
Yes, professor is like higher,
When you practice teaching, what is it?
You have to publish a certain amount. Like, listen, they say publish. Look, academia is a whole other, like, when you get me going in academia. When you publish and then other universities, so what happens out there, not in Malta, is you go to one university, they see you publishing, and then they offer you a position that's a bit higher than a doctor in another university, and you keep moving around through these universities, always gaining new experiences, always, learning from different people, collaborating with different people. And then eventually you become the full professor. You find your university that hires you as a full professor, because there's a journey from doctor to full professor. However, Malta don't have one university, so just go in.
Technically, no, you have more than one.
Sorry?
You have the University of Malta, but then there's other universities privatized.
Yes.
But the official one is just
you
on.
Yes. I mean, I don't feel that they're at the level to compete with UOM yet.
No,
of course.
So
I mean, if it's free, people tend to go to the University of Malta,
Yeah.
and the entrance isn't. I don't think the standard is what, like
Sorry?
44 points. What is it
For where?
to get into uni?
I don't remember. That was ages ago for me. 3, 4, 7 years ago.
And you're already on your PhD, so you never stop studying.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It
And
was.
did you find yourself? Sorry.
No,
Continue.
go ahead.
Do you find yourself continuing on computer science, or would?
So, academia, no, I don't think so. But never say never, like maybe in the future. It's a nice fallback to have, to get back into academia. But I feel the way academia is right now, it needs major, major changes for it to actually work. Not just in Malta, but everywhere.
I think Malta lacks more than other countries, though.
But when I say the academia is heading in the wrong direction, at least in my mind, is the way the publishing thing works and everything. Of course, the education in Malta, the academia, the education in Malta, yes, that is another
story, I think.
Yes, you can do another 10 hours talking about it. Where was I?
Your academia next
no, academia no. Academia, I don't think so for now, at least. Computer science, I mean, I would say that the PhD has taught me a lot how to solve problems, has taught me a lot spiritually, has taught me a lot, like physically, mentally, and everything. How to, because when you're doing a PhD, it's just you, your laptop, and your thoughts, and you literally have to sit there, stare at a laptop, and literally have to deal with this voice in your mind, like, what should we do? What should we not do? Oh my God, you're so dumb. Oh my God, you're so good, and this sort of stuff. And that's what I mean by it teaches you a lot. So I still use my PhD in a way, even though I'm running a thrift shop right now. I still use for problem solving, how to talk to people. Because back then I didn't know how to interact with people. Only when I went to Italy, I had no friends, no nothing. I actually started, learning how to talk to people, how to, have a conversation.
You speak Italian?
Yes.
Okay.
But I spoke it. So I learned Italian when I was very young with my mom. She used to watch Italiano and that stuff. Then I forgot it. Then I studied it for 5 years. Then I went to Italy. I knew how to say the basic stuff. I didn't know how to converse because having conversation is a whole other beast. I mean, now I still know. So.
Duolingo?
No. I literally used to date an Italian, and she used to talk to me in Italian. I had no other way
to
speak. So I was like, no, I knew. The thing was, I used to understand, but I used to struggle to reply.
Okay.
So then no. I say it because I was like, you know what, she's gonna make fun of me. So what, just say it. She'll make fun of me, and then she fixes it, and I know how to say it next time.
All right. What's your title what's your title of your PhD?
Yeah. It's very nerdy. It's very geeky. It's essentially, I don't have the title now. I don't remember it. But it's essentially about how we interact, how services interact with each other on the internet, or I don't know. Doesn't have to be on the internet. Wherever, how services interact.
Services like what?
Services like when you have to pay for a cab, for an e-cabs, whatever. When you have to pay for the sorry. There is an API call.
So about API.
Yes, exactly. There is this thing where so the bank has to talk with the cab company. So first the cab, for example,
goes through a payment processor, and the payment processor goes to the bank.
Exactly. There's this whole shenanigan happening. And these are literally I ask you to do something for me. You probably need him to do something for you before you can give me that. So you go to him, he gives you the thing you want, and then you come back to me.
I like that dumb down. Thank you. I had no idea what your API language was.
Basically Zapier, Tom. We're fans of Zapier. You know of Zapier, the automation app?
Yes.
That's non-code. It doesn't have code in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but
It's literally
It's more
it has
friendly.
encoded all of these different APIs that you can
Exactly.
use without needing to understand code. So
Exactly,
it's fucking
exactly.
genius.
Yes.
Tech is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Reality. We didn't
What's
start
going
off
on, man?
our usual way.
No,
I think
we're
it's
starting the
time to-
podcast now. We weren't recording before.
For
Okay.
real, man.
It happened once. What won't happen again? That was a great.
Here,
great
can hold the talking pillow.
Ooh.
and that will bring us to our first ad break. I like the rocking what you want. I mean, if you want to rock it for a few months, go for it. It's really cool to see different people try different things.
Of
I mean,
course. I think that
I'll get to my thrift phase. I'm sure.
yes,
sure.
yes.
As
once,
much- as
once
much
you
as
visit
I'm-
my shop.
Okay.
No, I think that is the beauty of it, tipo celebrating different.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's a what do you call it? A Pandora's box I have to explore.
Definitely. And I think I really used to struggle in Malta to find myself. Like I really used to struggle like to I didn't know who Chris was. I didn't know I have this creative side of me. Tipo, one day you're coding something on APIs. The next day, maybe not the next day, but within a couple of months, I ended up like styling and directing a shoot for a DJ in Berlin, that plays a bargain, So I'm like,
Bargain is
Berghain or
bargain,
Bargain.
yeah,
Berghain
whatever,
is
yeah.
a exclusive nightclub in Berlin.
this is the one where they pick
Yeah. And
If you don't have dreadlocks and thrift
no,
codes, you
not
can go in.
really.
I went
So-
twice or 3 times, but there
got
was
in?
never an event
You
when I
had
went.
a guest.
I went
okay,
at 12 a.m., 3 a.m., and another time at 5 a.m. and
was
it
closed?
was closed. I don't know
yeah,
why.
yeah.
I have no idea. It wasn't.
No, it was. This happened like a month ago actually, and this guy came to Malta. He walks in, colorful shirt, super long, like the shirt is super long, like the dogs from the the hair
Sorry.
from the dogs. It's fine. No, because people otherwise are gonna say, "Oh, these are thrifted," but they're not. Yeah, he has like these pearl necklaces, a bunch of them. And I was like, this guy's someone. So he goes around and then he decides on what he wants. He comes like to pay for them. He goes like, yes, I'm a DJ in this club. Like, and I'm like, oh really? And I go on his profile and he has like thousands of followers. I'm like, what? And then a few weeks after, he texts me again on Instagram. He's like, listen, I'm still in Malta and I want to have a photo shoot in Malta. Can you guys like style it and direct it? I was like, sure. You're telling me? So it's literally, I used to constrain my creative side a lot in Malta.
Okay, and now you feel like you're tapping into it more.
Yes, definitely.
Is there still more to explore? But
Of course, yes. I feel like I'm just getting started. That's how I feel. Be it websites, be it because I do some websites on the side as well sometimes. Be it, I don't know, like any branding that I do for thrift, I do it myself. I literally learned Photoshop this year. I had no idea of Photoshop.
Good, don't you? You're doing a PhD. How you don't know Photoshop?
Because you don't. When will you use it? I just use like Visual Studio Code, and I just type code.
Nick,
You can be a
he's not
computer geek without
impressing
using
anyone.
Photoshop.
he's not impressing anyone, but with Photoshop.
Of course.
No,
And
I
the
mean I'm
memes.
saying like I
He
had
ju- he just
The
nothing.
nice memes and stuff.
Draws a square and then he types it in.
Thrift attempt,
AI
Uh-huh.
now.
Yeah,
No.
they don't need to learn anything. Or
No.
Just ChatGPT or Midjourney it and
No, but isn't there like the function in Photoshop? now?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to pay a
generative
lot
fill.
for it.
no, it's like $20 a month I'm
It's
paying.
the
How
same.
much?
$20 a month I'm paying.
So
Really?
You're cracking it.
No. No.
What?
no,
Crack
I'm
what?
not. I'm not. I use the
The free one.
no. I
How much?
decharge it on the bank account of thrift. So I don't care.
So Thrift pays for it.
Yes.
Ah.
All right.
So what else don't you pay for and Thrift pays for?
Nothing.
Flights.
Flights.
No. Flights actually. I mean, it depends where I'm going because flights are technically covered by the school.
Okay,
So
that's
if
cool.
it's like I don't know, I believe it was March. I went to Portugal to give a talk, and it was covered by the
About your
yeah
PhD.
about the page, not about thrifting.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Do you
Yeah.
mention it during your talks?
No,
Come to my
no.
shop.
No,
I'll sell you
no,
clothes.
not at all, not at all. I was like, I remember like giving this talk, receiving texts like, "What should we do about this? What should we do about that?" And I'm like giving this talk.
In relation to thrift.
Yes. Like, what should we do about this? Like
Yeah.
about thrift, you know? And I'm like,
Where do you draw your inspiration from?
I don't know. I would say social media is a very good tool to begin with. If you know how to use it, social media like Instagram, TikTok, not really.
You mean not really? You don't get inspiration from TikTok?
Yeah, I don't feel like I do.
Wow. Okay.
I feel that I don't know. Yeah, you can get inspiration from TikTok, but I feel that's very tacky in a way. I feel that Instagram in a way is more refined. The videos I find over there, and maybe it's just my algorithm. Yeah, Instagram I would say mostly, which is
Do you find yourself
Weird.
then doomlessly scrolling?
not really because I try to look for particular reels on purpose. So when I want to waste time, I'm still technically working because I'm getting inspirations. I'm getting inspirations from other videos in a way. So I purposely sort of program my algorithm to show me reels that I actually want to learn from. You
So
know?
you don't have half Subway Surfers and half of it is.
Do you know what?
Yes. When
Okay.
you go on TikTok, you find them because I like Borat, you know, my guilty pleasure.
Oh,
I
amazing.
love him.
Amazing.
I really love that sort of comedy. So yeah, when any Borat video has this surfer guy like jumping,
Even in Borat videos, they have to
Yes.
add those Subway
Yes,
Surfers to
yes,
Borat videos. Come on.
but it makes sense because the videos are like in landscape,
Mhm.
you know.
Ah,
so
so
then
they
they
have
have
space
to,
to chuck in some
yes,
Subway Surfers or Candy Crush.
I'm more of a fan of cutting sand.
No man.
Sometimes I
Okay.
saw that.
Can we get into some conspiracies? Because now I feel this is going too smooth for me. I
Yeah.
don't like us being too smooth.
What conspiracy?
We're gonna talk about
This. Okay. Yes. But wait, before we go into that,
go into the one you want.
About what?
this now usually I'm a fan of conspiracy theories, not believing them, but looking at the background of it and the community behind, flat earth, for example. I'm not a flat earther, but
I'm in a group for flat earthers.
Really?
Yeah, because I want to see what they talk about.
yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So this week I don't think it's a conspiracy because there's too many there's so much actual evidence that it shouldn't be a conspiracy. I don't think it's a conspiracy. Anyway, octopus is actually an alien species that came to Earth millions of years ago through an asteroid or a comet or whatever, and the science backing that was because the octopus, firstly, and there's a lot of technical words that I don't know, but the abilities that it has is far beyond any other species, and it's the only species of fish that has
It's not a fish.
whatever.
It's not a fish.
What's it called? Not mammal, not even a mammal. What is it?
No.
I don't know.
They're. Is it
Octo? Is it like octopod? Is that an actual whatever?
No, I this I did in my biology level.
Okay, let's call them fish.
never
We're
had
calling them
biology
fish.
level.
Okay.
Sea creatures.
Sea creatures.
Aquatic animals.
Oh, thanks. That's nicer. Octopoda. Thanks, man. Can you?
No, there's still another word.
That's okay. And anyway, so they're able to change color. They're able to change form. They have. Is it 8 brains, Mav? Can you?
It's 8 hearts.
No,
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 3 hearts.
No, 3 hearts.
Each tentacle
Each
has
tentacle
a brain
has
of
a
its
brain.
own.
You see?
Mm.
Fuck you. 9 brains. You
Yeah.
see? And you don't even have one. Yeah, see, he's counting.
6, 7, 8, exactly.
That's how I remember, because I saw half a tentacle. I'm like, oh yeah, octopus conspiracy. Because for our audio listeners, he has Chris has a octopus tattoo. Anyway, and they can go through the smallest crevices and all of that, and they're able to change their texture, so they can change into something that looks like a coral rock, and their texture changes to like rock.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just saw. Do you guys know Matt Rober on YouTube? Matt Rober,
the,
the one that
Ah,
did.
yes.
the one who did the arcade thing with the ball
Yes,
going
yes,
on the
yes,
shelf.
yes, and he
And
also did.
I watched that video actually.
You watched the octopus
He did-
one?
Yes, he did the obstacle course for the
Yes,
for
did
the,
you watch
yes.
it? It's
I
amazing.
don't know if I watched it like the entire.
So
the entire
I
video.
watched it. So first I went into this whole alien conspiracy thing, and then I was actually looking up evidence, which actually there's a lot of evidence showing that. And then I saw his video. So
Yeah.
basically, for people who don't know who Matt Rober is, he's a NASA
One of the best
ex-
YouTubers that exist.
Yes,
ex
yes.
NASA
He
scientist.
had also the squirrel obstacle
Yeah, the
course.
squirrel
That's what I was
obstacle.
gonna mention.
Yeah. So
Yes,
basically,
yes.
what he did, Mark Rober.
Mark Rober.
Did I say Matt? I'm sorry.
Mark Rober.
Rober. Correct. And he did this. I mean, Chris knows as well. He did this maze for squid, and you can see how smart it is. And even in the video, he explains like this alien thing. If I'm not mistaken, he explains something like how they're so.
I think it's a stretch.
No.
But wait,
no.
wait. Like I thought that this octopus was gonna be related to drifting somehow.
No.
Okay,
I
okay.
told you it's too smooth.
Not
I need
yet.
to knock it off a
Okay.
bit.
Unless it's stained with ink. We don't want to buy it.
Okay, so with that, now we can go into other conspiracies that you wanted to mention. Tom, you mentioned
Yes.
fast fashion.
So wait. Ah, okay. So that was just.
That was just a nice breaker.
Oh, okay.
A
okay,
branch.
Okay.
We, we see lots of brands now that are
Mhm.
like €3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
€4, but then
And
they're
they have
more
like a
specific. They're
whole-
like 4.17.
A whole dress or a
Yeah.
whole outfit or
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that, and how is that?
Like the
that's-
price
how is
shifts
that unhealthy?
or the low.
I mean, if it's poor quality and I'm buying it for €4, type, I won't be so upset that I'm gonna lose €4 for a piece of for a hoodie, for example.
Yeah.
So maybe it lasts me a month and I'll buy it again for €4, for example.
Okay.
Why shouldn't I keep on doing that and start, for example, buying better quality clothes or thrifting,
mean,
for example?
Fast fashion isn't sustainable, right, Chris?
Yeah,
You're
of
smart,
course not.
smarter than me in thrifting and these industries.
But look, to begin with, given that it's fast fashion, they can't sell.
What's fast fashion exactly, first of all? Is it like
I'm not the right guy to sort of
define
fast fashion, but essentially fast fashion
in
is
your opinion?
you have a store, you get clothes in, what doesn't sell you throw away, you get new stock in, you're always constantly moving. That's
So they
that's
throw
why
away
it's
the
fast
clothes
fashion.
if it
Probably, yeah.
doesn't sell.
It depends. I mean, probably there's some big brands that take them back to the manufacturing wherever and they repurpose them in some way or another. I would hope so. Of course, other like can I name Shein? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
We're name dropping today, yeah?
Shein, it's known for a fact that they don't do that. They don't take back the stuff and repurpose it. So what I was gonna say is for sure, since this is like €4 hoodie, they're not just gonna do one.
No.
They're gonna do like millions of this hoodie, or thousands, whatever. So what I would say to that argument is, do you want to look like a million other people on planet Earth?
No, I don't.
So then why do you want to buy that cheap shit? Like
That's true.
that is the point. That is the point I'm trying to sell here. Like it's not the.
But I look different enough,
Yes, but but it's still the hoodie. I don't think that is what defines you.
No. So my clothing defines me.
It's the way you express yourself. I feel like it's the way you go out and express yourself.
Okay. Next week, I'll
Yeah.
come in your shop
Oh my days, we made it.
and you're gonna style me.
Of course.
And I'm gonna be growing the dreadlocks in the next year.
No,
Use our code
No,
single-handedly.
you might have like
For a
blonde
discount.
hair.
Blonde hair. I've had pink hair.
Ah, you see. So what are you saying
No,
about
I've
dyed
bleached.
hair?
I've bleached my hair.
I've
Yeah.
bleached my hair too. It didn't go really well.
Why?
Blonde hair and my skin color don't mix.
Ah, really?
Or very, very badly dyed.
Or
blonde
maybe,
hair,
yeah,
'cause
probably it
I
was
didn't dye it
very-
myself. It was.
It was very badly.
I I lost some of
Hairdresser.
my corners during the dyeing phase. So
Oh, it was during the dying phase.
after I buzzed it all off, I was seeing, the parking going in. So I don't plan
And
on
you did
dyeing
it
my hair.
yourself.
No, I went to a
Ah, all
barber.
right, all right, all right.
To a barber.
Yeah. No, barber.
Do you do it yourself?
No,
I
no,
feel
no,
like
no, no.
I think it's time to dye it again.
It's a style.
The roots are coming out.
It's the style that I'm going for right now.
Don't try to find excuses.
Because right
for
now
your bad,
there is
for your bad
right
dyed
now
hair.
there is this trend. I mean, it's been going on for a while, where I believe it goes like you have to look like 20% homeless, 20% recovering addict, and 40% gay, something like that
That's
combination.
and the other 20% is bad at maths because you only count the days.
Yeah, I know. No, listen, wait. Can we check? Listen, I'm not making up those numbers, and I also thought about it, and I was like, okay, the other 20% just being you. That's what because I thought about it when I saw this written. I was like, yeah, what happens with the rest? Oh no.
I hope you check your sources when you're doing your PhD because that doesn't sound like legit.
No, I do. I try to at least.
So you go 20. Wait, what was it again?
20 recovering addict.
Okay, I got that.
20.
I think I have 40. That way, continue.
That is the 20 homeless and 40 gay, I believe, something like that. I hope I'm not stirring up some controversy by saying this, but this has been said like multiple times before. Yeah. And that is the vibe I'm going for with my hair. So I want it like to grow it out and then put the blonde again, the roots grow out again. It's
All right.
before
Feel
this
like
I
I
had the
need to-
mullet.
I need to do something to I need to shave it off or do something.
I had
Or
a
dye
mullet
it.
as well.
I don't know. What wouldn't you expect me to do and I'll do it?
Lines and stars.
No,
No.
anything but
You
that.
should dye it like this and then paint flowers in blue.
I'll do it.
I wanted to do
I
that. And
want-
with a
Flowers in
buzz
blue.
cut. With a buzz cut. One.
Yes.
That's
yes,
cool.
yes.
That I like.
Yes.
With cheetah print.
Or cheetah print, that's cool.
Or like
We can go
fire.
for
the,
that.
the DJ LBAK Labat. I don't know if you know about him.
Who's
He
he?
had LBAK Labat. He had like a techno DJ. He had like one of his most famous sets, the one in Boiler Room, had this cheetah print all over it.
So like J
Super
Balvin as
cool.
well.
I don't know.
J Balvin Latin, no?
No.
Same style.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
No, super cool.
Hey,
That I
see,
like.
but I can assure that those guys thrift, and I can assure that those guys don't buy off of Shein.
They don't buy clothes. They're gifted everything.
No, not all of them.
You don't think so?
No. There's a popular video of Post Malone actually going to this very. I believe if you wanna go like on YouTube, it's Post Malone goes to Rogue Vintage something like, or Post Malone goes to a thrift shop, and he walks into this like thrift shop in New York, and the store owner starts showing him like the t-shirts and goes like, wow, these are awesome. And she showed him like 20 t-shirts, something like that, all very costly. He goes like, yeah, I'll take everything. And she goes like, what? And yes, so you see, no, these people actually.
So thrifting does come at a price because we have this idea that it's like €1, €2 shirts. Or is that charity shop?
That is
Am I getting confused?
so the sad reality is this actually. Now I see that since thrifting in Malta is starting to boom in a way, I'm seeing these charity shops hike up their prices. But when I charge a certain price at the shop, you have to consider that there is an entire operation. The same thing we spoke about earlier. So first we buy it, we source it, we find it, we buy it, then we ship it to Malta, then we wash it and we clean it. Then we steam it, then we put it in a shop where we're paying rent. So there are all these factors to it. So that is where the pricing is. Whereas when you talk about sweatshirt tops, these just donated, and you just hang them.
And what's the average shelf life of your products?
I think at this point I can tell you, it's really like 2 weeks or less.
And what's your quickest sale?
I don't like 2 hours
2 hours. So from when you
today
posted
actually.
today,
Yes, probably less.
from when you posted to when they
I
came
mean,
in
I'm
and
sure
bought.
it happened before, but today it was one of those days, because it would be such a good deal that you wouldn't want to miss it.
Okay.
Because, for example, these big brands, garments, they cost a lot of money. I don't know, like €1,000 coat, and then you find it secondhand in the same condition for a much cheaper price. Of course, they're gonna like.
Okay. To that, I'll
Mhm.
add. What are you doing to guarantee that your products are authentic?
So I research a lot. That's where my PhD comes in. I research a lot how to spot fake ones. I speak to people. So, for example, I had a friend, the France team, football team top, um, um, and I spoke to some French experts in Malta. I was like, "Listen, do you think this is real? This is fake?" They actually came into the shop, and I showed it to them, and we had a chat about it. And it's another way how to make friends as well.
Okay.
I
Have you
speak.
ever bought like ended up, for example, for one reason or another, that sent
Yeah,
fake items?
yeah. Man, like once I had this case. She had bought a black Levi's jeans. I didn't spot it. It was literally the jeans had the leather patch at the back where they write Levi's, and it was literally painted on. Like it was literally a normal jeans. They sewed the leather patch and they painted Levi's. She washed them. For some reason, I had washed them before. For some reason, hers when she washed it, maybe she used very high temperature. I don't know. The ink, the paint sort of melted away, and she came back with them like, "Well, these are fakes." I was like, "Listen, I'm very sorry." Of course, it was. I didn't even realize. She was like, "No, it's fine." She didn't even realize as well. Apart from giving her a full refund, I also gave her a pair of extra jeans like for free. She chose another pair and I gave them to her.
Cool.
It's sad, when it happens, but
Mm.
it's out of my control as well.
And these people who wear voluntary fakes, like people who buy from, shall I
But
name drop?
no, from
Tell us.
Panda buy.
I don't know, Panda.
You don't know what Panda buy?
Nah,
It's probably
It's
where he
like
bought the Levi's from. Come on.
basically it's this
Mm-hmm.
website. Now it's becoming
Buy
very
fakes, what?
popular.
I don't.
Um,
Can we legally say what the website is? I don't know.
why
If
not?
it's fake,
I mean, we're plugging
somehow. I
them.
mean,
Yeah, I mean, listen,
They actually sell like fake products.
that's their
yeah,
thing. But that's super
And
illegal. Like if they get
I
they get
know.
imported
nah,
and
yes,
the
yes, yes.
shipment comes and the should I do
One out
do I know in English?
I don't know.
Customs.
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 If customs find out, like
Yeah,
serious
Yes,
shit.
they
yes,
have
yes,
they
yeah.
have stopped them. And
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, but it's
part of the game.
yes, yes, yes,
Well, yeah,
yes.
but I think people who are in thrifting, if they're looking at these high value items, they should have
Yeah,
basic knowledge of things
yeah,
as well. Because, like you
yes,
said,
yes,
you
yes,
can't
yes.
spot everything either. I
No,
mean,
no,
you probably have
exactly.
hundreds
No,
of
of
things
course,
so in your
it's
shop.
you
So
can't really spot everything, but you try your best and to the best of your knowledge. I know. Sometimes these things happen. You have to consider us thrift shops. We don't have one supplier, but multiple suppliers.
that's true.
And so when you work with when you're a brand, you have one supplier that ships them to you. When you're a thrift shop, you have to have multiple suppliers in case one cannot. You have to have another. Then you have to coordinate. For example, when I got the jerseys, the the, the,
NFL
the
jerseys.
NFL jerseys, NBA jerseys, that was a whole mess to organize getting them over to Malta because they came all the way from the US. So that was like a literal mess. I had to coordinate with my supplier, and then they had to get an entire container from the US to Italy. Like it was an entire shenanigan. So it's not as easy, because I'm seeing a lot of thrift shops popping up on Instagram and thinking that like
Maltese.
yes, and thinking that like not actual shops, just online shops.
Okay.
Unfortunately, everyone thinks it's a like quick buck, like get rich quick, we're gonna make money. It's really not.
Pyramid schemes.
It's they.
You want to
they
call them out now? We can start some
no,
shit
no,
on this
I
podcast.
don't even know their names. I don't even know their names because
They're irrelevant.
frankly,
Say it,
no,
say it.
no, no. Frankly, um,
No.
I feel that they look at it as a side hustle, but it's not. Like it's really hard work, and it's not just buying bales. Those things are called bales. It's not just buying them and hoping to God that they're good. No, there's a lot of things that go behind it. Yeah.
So
I'm liking this. Huh? I'm converting.
can I be the first person to do thrifting, but like for bath water and all of that? Because you're not doing it clearly. So
Do it.
like people's socks and sell them secondhand. I'll be the first one.
I don't think there's a big market for that right now
You
in Malta.
socks, no.
I
I
think
think
uh,
there is.
we have to ship
Not that I'm-
internationally.
Yes, definitely. I'm actually, I don't know if I can say it or not. Maybe it never happens, but I've been working on something. It's called peduni.com.
Pedoni.
Yeah. It's not live, so
No?
there's
Yeah,
nothing.
so what's it about? Because I'm
It's-
still on the bath water topic, so I'm hoping you're something different.
No, it's different. It's
Ah,
different.
okay.
It's different. Nothing. I want to use socks to promote artists. So
Socks to promote artists.
yeah.
So you dye or like paint on socks.
Yeah, something around that. But it's gonna be Peduni,
Low-key.
Peduni, okay, peduni.com.
You're very creative. I like it.
I like my brain never stops. It's a blessing. Sometimes it's a blessing. Sometimes it's not.
How much sleep do you get at night?
Actually sleep or like because I can sleep. Like I can have at it.
How long
But-
are you in bed?
But no, in bed I'm like a good solid 8 hours for sure.
Okay.
But my brain never stops. Like last time I was getting tattooed and I tried like to close my eyes to relax. Nothing. It was because that's the only time where you can't do anything. No, when you're getting tattooed. And I tried. Okay, so I started hallucinating. When it was like I started seeing stuff. It was like literally sometimes your brain just cannot stop thinking and coming up with new stuff. Then it's up to me to tone it down and say, okay, focus on one thing.
And do you journal these ideas and thoughts? What's your mode of like getting it from here to here?
No, I remember like yes, I tried journaling, but I found that I remember most of the stuff anyway. So for me, it was pointless trying to journal this stuff.
All right.
I don't know how or why, but sometimes I'll be like, yes, I had already thought about this. What can I do? And it's already there.
What other topics are you keen on? So you have the PhD going on. You're a computer nerd. You have thrifting, fashion,
Traveling, living abroad.
living abroad,
um,
growth, I would say.
You've got one hell of a CV for 25 years old.
No, I mean, I don't know. I really worked hard. I would say, like, I spent, as we said, 7 years studying non-stop. And I've
Crazy.
been like during these 7 years at uni. I've been saying, okay, one day I'm gonna get out there, and I'm gonna work hard, work so hard, outwork everyone. That has been brewing in my mind like for ages. And then nothing. I just found this opportunity. I was like, okay, it's thrifting, and I was just like, let's do it.
All in.
I mean, my supervisor probably isn't happy, but yeah.
Does he know? He knows.
Yes, of course he knows.
And you're doing your PhD in Malta?
No, so my PhD is in Italy, but I
So,
have a multi supervisor at the
Okay.
university, and also an Italian one. Yeah, so I have two supervisors.
How many words is that?
It's not about the words.
No?
It's about the
Quality.
quality. Yeah, not about the because words nowadays, especially, can write a
book.
Bible.
True,
Like
true,
like there is no because with AI you can type anything. Literally, you can. But it's more about the quality of the work.
Second-hand PhD?
Second-hand PhD.
thrifting. That's
yeah.
a good business idea, right?
But
No, I mean, they sell fake degrees, no?
yeah, but why would anyone in the right state of mind buy that? You can just go on ChatGPT. I believe it's like openai.chat.com, something like that. That's the URL. And you literally like say, okay, I need to write a thesis for this.
No.
Can you help me? And it will give you like points, and then
Actually, now with the 4, you can just give it a file,
yeah, exactly.
and
I
you can
did,
tell it, give me the key takeaways. Oh, it's amazing. Like, give it
Yes,
the file,
yes,
give,
yes, yeah.
give me highlights from this file or what you
yeah,
found or whatever.
yeah. So
It's been a year now.
Yeah, I
since
saw the
ChatGPT.
icon on ChatGPT when I went to use it. I'm like, good to know.
You graduated just as much as I did.
You guys should really listen to the Drake song eventually. Like,
Yeah,
after
let's
Oh,
play
yeah,
it. Let's
yeah.
play it. Play it.
Mav,
No, connect to the Bluetooth.
Oh,
I
you
don't know if
can.
it's gonna get like copyright or something. With Spotify,
No, we know
We'll
Drake.
play
It's
7
fine.
seconds only.
We know Drake.
Spotify like removed it for Ian.
Really?
Yes, because it's
What is it called?
cold on my shoulder, like something like that. Cold on my sleeve.
Connect to Bluetooth.
All right, all right. If you can continue talking so our audience don't
Da-
lose
da-
interest and
da-
our
da-
watch
da-
time
da-
increases.
Please stay engaged. Please.
So, tell me the name again because I literally forgot. That's my.
That one, the one with the ghost.
Bring it.
So
one
guys,
with
please
the
like,
ghost.
subscribe, comment,
Dede.
sock. Actually, use the sock emoji in the comments below to show us that you made it so far.
Dede.
This is an Android Maverick. Why are you fucking using an Android?
Is it connected to Bluetooth?
No, it's not. If someone has an Android and is listening to this podcast,
Cold on my sleeve. It's called. I forgot. What's
Winter's
it?
cold.
Cold on my
here, listen. You use this because I don't know how to do Bluetooth. Sorry, guys.
Chug it in the
Oh,
mic.
Catherine is calling you. Mav. End the call. His side chick. No, it's fine. Can you hear it? I can't hear it.
Wait, let's skip a part so we don't get.
This song, if what
Okay,
I'm
no more. We'll
saying-
get strike. No more. Fuck off.
If what I'm saying is, I don't like fact check this, but I'm pretty certain
Here, Mav.
the lyrics were AI generated,
Yeah,
the
I heard
music was
about
AI
this.
generated, and the voice of Drake was AI generated.
I
so-
mean, it's so easy considering there's a whole library of data of these
Yeah.
voices, of these melodies, of their bases, of
Everything.
everything. So it's
Yeah.
literally you can do a ChatGPT for music just because there's so much data out there
yeah,
of Drake and whoever.
Yes.
In fact, you can make them sing anything, and we actually, my colleague at work did this. They made SpongeBob sing multi-song, and
I've
they
seen
can
this, I
actually.
think.
Did I send a video to you? Maybe
Could be, it could be.
and you get like SpongeBob singing out Karatzin, Karatzin. It's hilarious. So yeah, no, it's crazy.
We're getting
Physical.
into a world full of deep fakes now.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it was always there. Like
No,
now
now
it's
more
getting
and more.
better. Yes,
it's
yes, yes, yes.
it's
But
Look,
look, the
you
way I
can't
see
realize
it,
sometimes.
the way I see this is, you can either like try to beat it, but you'll probably fail, or you
Exactly.
can join it.
Exactly.
You know, like for example, when this song came out, Drake didn't like it, and he got Spotify to remove it from Spotify. Of course, I'm not Drake, so I don't know, but like I would like ride the wave, you know, like.
Of course.
And
There were people that, so there were artists, I forgot who, that actually
Mhm.
allowed it to happen, and they're going to create albums with AI, like a collaboration between them, their real selves and their AI self. And in Hollywood, there's a lot of actors which are older, which are selling the rights to use their face in future movies when they pass away. And there was actually a whole
talk about the money.
yeah, there was a whole thing that there was a protest in Hollywood a few months ago because actors, background actors, were being forced to have their faces scanned to be used inside movies, so they don't need to use them anymore.
Oh wow! And do they pay them once and that's it?
Yes.
Ah,
So
Of course.
there was a whole
Again,
strike.
money.
There was a whole strike. That's why they stopped Gladiator filming in Malta as well. Gladiator 2.
the famous question on this podcast,
Oh my days.
mentioning money.
Yeah.
Does money buy happiness?
No,
No.
not at all. No, no. I mean, wait. It can look. It can buy you a ticket to therapy, and that will give you happiness. So if you want to look at it like that, because therapy could be expensive. But no. I feel that time is the biggest luxury one can have.
Very true. There's this new movie of, was it Ryan Gosling? Not Ryan Gosling, I forgot who. But they pay, instead of money,
By
they pay in time.
That's an old film of Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I
Just-
saw it.
it's
You
an
do
old
like
film. I
this.
saw it on
You do like
TikTok.
this. Like,
Yeah,
they do like this
yeah,
with the
It's on
wrist.
TikTok. I didn't watch it yet.
Obviously.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
You don't watch the full film anymore.
That's
No,
so
exactly.
true.
Just a
You know,
part one TikTok.
yeah, I watched the movie, 10 seconds on TikTok.
Because the professor told me.
Yeah.
And it was just a
Yes,
TikTok.
yes.
Didn't
Ah,
know
that's
so
what I
much.
say. Time, I think. I don't think that money can.
Time
be-
is the most expensive thing.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I'm always like thinking about this ideal. Because I'd say I'd do so much. I'd do so much more things if I had money. So many more things if I had money.
But
For
that is
example,
lack mindset. Anyway, I'm not like
what is it?
insulting you. That lack mindset in the sense
Lack.
lack mindset.
Okay.
I would say like rather than focusing, oh, if I had the money, I would do this, I would do that, I would do that. No, focus on the now. Like, what do I have now? Like, I have a loving family, I have a loving girl. I don't know. Like, I have a roof over my head, I have food, and I have time. That is the.
Does that
and
stop
you're a
us from-
student, no?
Yeah.
Like you have time, you have actual time when you're a student. That's the sad thing about the way I feel like life has taken us, where at 20 something you start working up until you're 80, and then the only time you have left on the planet you start to enjoy your actual life.
So we start enjoying it late.
Oh yes.
When do you want to retire?
When?
What's your like
I don't know.
30s done?
I don't know. But I think my biggest failure is not my biggest fear is not death, is failure. So probably I'll never.
Why do you
If
fear? Why do you fear failure?
I do not fear it. I think I always want to, because failing can actually help you learn. But at the same time, I just try to motivate myself a lot to like, okay, this thing won't fail, this thing won't fail, be it the thrift shop, be it the PhD, be it whatever. Because there were moments where there still are, like, where I want to just throw the towel at the PhD, 3 years for nothing. But I'm like, I always try to better myself by saying this.
And do you think so? One thing I really believe in is if you speak something into the world,
Yes.
it will start happening. So
Of
if I start
course.
saying I'm not gonna manage to do this,
You
it will
won't.
actually.
Yeah.
So do you positive self-talk or do you negative self-talk? Do you find yourself doing which one more?
No, positive, definitely. I talk a lot about the concept of self-compassion, which is treating yourself as if you would treat your best friend. Like treating yourself nice, talk to yourself nicely. No, definitely. I used to have that, and that's what I said. Like, money can get you therapy, and therapy can teach you how to be happy without money in a way.
Do you go to therapy?
I used to, yes. I
And
did.
do you think that there's still a taboo about therapy?
On Malta. Oh, yes. I did 2 years of therapy. No, definitely there's a big taboo in Malta about therapy. Especially, like, I don't know, you tell someone you're going to therapy, they're like, oh no, like, what's wrong, man? Like, they make this big fuss out of it. Like, there could be nothing wrong. You just want to go to therapy. I think it's crucial, and I think everyone should go to therapy. Like, it's must. Like, before you have children, first was go to therapy.
No, I've gone to therapy a couple of times.
I'm not
and-
saying you can't. I'm saying, like,
No,
in
no,
general.
no. But I enjoy getting another person's perspective that isn't my mother's, which is usually favoring
Yeah.
me. If it's a friend, it's like completely neutral
Yes.
from like
From a person that knows what they're talking about. as well.
exactly. And I've seen probably so many cases that mine would be probably like someone else, and I think I'm so special and I'm doing it all by myself, but probably it already happened
Yeah.
many times before.
Yeah.
Nick, shall we wrap another episode on Single-Handedly Up?
Of course.
Chris, thank you for joining us today. It was an amazing
Thank you for
episode.
having me.
We really enjoyed having a good
Hope you did.
conversation.
We'll be,
Lots of PhD talk, lots of thrift talk.
yes, we'll be coming to your shop. We'll be using the discount code single-handedly to get a discount. Or we'll send you the invoice.
Can we get a code even if it's like
Yeah.
5%? you know?
Yeah, I'll set it up now.
Really?
Yeah.
Single-handedly 5%. Single-handedly 5? What is
10.
it? SH5?
Single-handedly 10.
10. Can we do 50 now?
Maybe like one day.
SH10 is gonna be.
SH10, we're gonna do it.
Yes.
That's what SH10.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's good for you?
Yeah.
Listen, of the
Single-handedly 10.
podcast, can we also get a commission from these bastards?
No, no,
I'm
joking. No, we'll just leave some business cards on your desks.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
SH10.
SH10.
Sorry, I stopped you.
You have to. So there's a secret code to it. You have to go to Chris. You have to knock 3 times on his door. You have to whisper it in his left ear. That's the code.
Before we conclude, I want to say that it's all jokes. I mean, I'm not against drifting. I just wanted to play that role to get a better understanding for people who think like me or think of how I spoke.
Exactly.
But I do love the idea of creating a culture which is unique and gives you identity.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly. So did I manage or no?
No, you definitely
course.
manage.
Okay.
I'm always
No.
open to new ideas,
Okay.
and maybe it won't be dreads, but it would be
I know.
having a conversation with someone who likes that type of culture or
Yeah.
I have no problem with that, and I don't want to come across as someone who's ignorant. Obviously, I don't want to be cancelled. There's so many more episodes I want to shoot. And we're just here to have fun, have nice conversations, and instill many new thoughts, new ideas, new conversations,
Promote
relatability,
debates.
having informative,
Informative.
motivational, and inspirational. And I think you wrap up all 4 pillars of that.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
guys. Please like, subscribe. I've already said it enough. Thank you. Over and out.